What's up, Nerd Crew? Nurdie J here, and today we're going to take a look at a weird one today for Digimon, and that is a Digi-Egg of Courage that turns into Flamedramon. Without further ado, cue the intro! This here is the Digi-Egg of Courage, and its main attribute is fire. Emblazoned on the Digi-Egg is the crest of courage as well. When the Digidestined Davis Motomiya lifted the Digi-Egg, it freed his Digimon partner, Vmon. There is a couple of issues with my figure. Most of it's paint or just the essentially joint tolerances, but with the issue with the figure as a whole is they did not even attempt to hide Flamedramon's head. It's just sticking out there, which kind of sucks. Also, right here is supposed to be a Digi-Crest of Courage. Mine has faded. So, with that, let's get into the Digivolution. Well, actually, before that, there is a slight variation on when I do display him. Thing is, you can't display him straight up, and that's how the Digi-Egg is actually supposed to be, is like up and down. And the thing is, let me get this peg back in. The thing is that having the hook going that way, it doesn't work. So I actually have to have it in the Flamedramon pose for that, and then it sits a little forward, but essentially, just work it around and you can kind of get it better. So, anyway, that's what I have to do when I want to display it. Anyway, come to the back and unpeg it, open them up, and this is where mine had an issue. It did not have anything right here on either side. The clip was totally busted off on this side, and then the right here, the peg was totally missing. So what I did was take a Lego piece that looked a lot like a claw that even had a stem, drilled a little hole in there just for extra security, and drilled a little hole over here and put in a part of a missile that I don't even recall who it is or anything. And yeah, pretty much just did that. So just so it stays together. Anyway, that side, what you do is rotate the arms around. So the arms are typically... Okay. Oops, that's my fault. Alright, so typically your arms are like this. So you want to bring them out, rotate them down, and then you want to scrunch them up. So when it's in the Digi-Egg, you have this extra flame part right here, and then you just slide it up. But you don't see much sliding mechanisms. Anyway, take the head, rotate it around, bring it up, and then get in here. It's kind of a small space, but bring up the ears. Some people consider them horns, but I don't. I just consider them ears. Because they are the same tone as the rest of his body, so I don't consider them horns. Anyway, so you got that. The back part you want to clip. I was kind of looking for that. Found out it was attached. Anyway, take that off. Take these shell parts off, and they are kind of hard to get off as they peg. Yay, not even a lot of force you can do that. Anyway, they peg in via a post and a hole, so on both legs. So you want to just bring that leg down. And then you want to come around and unpeg this side. And they are, these pegs are pegged off center. So you have to figure out which side they go on. So, and that's kind of tricky when digivolving them, or de-digivolving, whatever you want to call it, mode change. I don't know. Anyway, and then bring up the tail all the way up. And nothing really ever just clips in very well with the joints. So, and then these are also off-centered. So you want the short sides, which looks like this. You want the short sides pointed in. So you just peg them on through the hole and the ball joint. Which the ball joint doesn't really act as a ball joint. It just acts as like that. What you heard, just a clip. So, or friction. And there is Flamedramon, the Fire of Courage. Anyway, the thing is with the looseness of the joints and stuff, things pop off, and that's just because of age and just the one that I got. I did have it originally, along with like almost all the other Digimon. I actually had a complete set from Digimon Season 1 through 3 of Digimon toys, but they all got destroyed ultimately. Not because of me, it's because of where they were getting stored at. And then I just didn't get reimbursed ever, and now I found out one of my Digimon Season 3 toys, if I ever want to get it again, it's not even just $100 plus. No, that one is like $3,000 for some stupid reason. And so essentially, yeah, getting Digimon are pretty pricey nowadays. And it's not like that's the hard fast rule. No, this is like only like $40 and $40 to $60 is the average if you want to get vintage. So anyway, back to articulation. Ball joint on the side of the shoulder. I don't know, would that be the elbow? Because I thought this was the elbow, but that could just be an arm thing. But then that curves over here. I just don't know. Maybe it's the wrist. Let's call it a wrist. Anyway, he's got a ball joint in the wrist. And then a swivel, too. Ball joint in the shoulder. Nothing at the elbow. So, got that. Then the neck can rotate. And then ears can go up and down. I forgot the part of the Digivolution. Sorry about that. And just paid that on. Now you got a complete back. So he does not have anything but a swivel for the head. If you need, blade can swivel too. For the legs, barely go up and down. They're just more like a wiggle factor. The same as in and out. Like he can do an A stance, but knees, well, since they fold up for the Digivolution, that's it. So nothing at the ankle, but the tail could go up and down too. So there is Flamedramon. A Dragonkin Digimon, Flamedramon is the armored Digivolution of Vmon, making him roughly the same power of that of a champion level Digimon, and announcing the phrase, the Fire of Courage, when finished Digivolving. The first time Vmon armor digivolved into Flamedramon, Davis wanted to protect his wannabe girlfriend, Kari Kamiya, from an attacking Dark Ring-possessed Digimon invoking the Digivolution. Flamedramon attacks with his Knuckle Fire, allowing him the ability to shoot fireballs from his gauntlets. Then he can surround himself in a barrier of flames, ramming into the opponent while shouting out the attack, Fire Rocket. And lastly, imbuing his gauntlets with fire and punching the enemy with a lot of ferocity, dubbing it Fire Fist. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little rundown of Flamedramon that turns into a Digi-Egg. I've been Nurdie J for Nurdie Boys, and I'll catch you next time.